Much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
On the dump. 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Okay, ready. Check right. Hayward. Right 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to... Ready.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's complete to Grant. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Check number 61. Last box, right. Exit.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts 39-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Watch out. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
and long. They'll look to throw. And he hits Drake.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Brings up fourth down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Rush in.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
52. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Kill, 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 go. Kill, kill. Check, say, go. Say,
1st down, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check the backer, check the backer. Switch, switch, switch. Jet, Bubba, 52, 22, Jet, Bubba, on deck. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Brissett. Steps away to his left. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, we got 4 down. Hey, shut up.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Yeah. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Mike 52. Oh! Let's get that ball right here. Do. Shit. Yeah.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
No, check that.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 13.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And he's got his man, Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
52, right 52. Silver. Hey, no.
Brissett on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Again, it's Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
36. Check 4.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Squeeze, get in there. Watch twist, you're out.
They'll look to throw here. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
In your face.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
He's checking. Crash. Shit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
it is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Check 43. Check. Dog. Lucky. Kill. Hard. Kill. Press no.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A second down throw for Brissett. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
On the ready. Check point 54. Let go. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Right there. 54. 54, Mike. Let's go, baby. Return up.
They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get some pressure.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Brissett now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida, 65 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down now, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
Go, go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You better bring it. Ready.
From the gun, it's Drake. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 47-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Matt Breida, 53 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Delta. Yep. Motion. You're out. Check. Switch. Ready, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They run again with Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
3rd and 4.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
52's the mic. I got you, son. I got to go.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. And the catch made by Hilton. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Brissett dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Mike's 43. Let's go, Heavy.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Catch made here by Campbell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
43's the mic. 4 jump shot. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 15. Check 15. Top arm.
They'll throw again. Brissett. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50, plant. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the